Hi guys, this is TechZilla back again with another video. This time I'm reviewing the one you've all been waiting for, the Samsung Gear S3 Frontier. This is one of the most anticipated smartwatches of the year. If you want to see the unboxing and what comes with it, I'll leave a link up up at the top there. Just click on that. You can see the unboxing and what comes with the actual watch. So let's start off with the build. A little bit of stats on the build. Dimensions of this body is 49 by 46 by 12.9 millimeters thick, and it weighs in at around about 62 grams, and it's made of stainless steel 316L, which is the same stainless steel they make in Swiss watches, and this was designed by a Swiss watchmaker apparently. Now you've got the bezel on the front, the screen, which is an excellent screen. It's probably one of the best ones I've seen on a smartwatch. The screen is a Super AMOLED. It is 1.3 inches across that way. It's also got 360 by 360 pixels, which is 278 pixels per inch. And it's made of Corning Gorilla Glass SR Plus. So it's a good sturdy screen, this one, and beautiful to look at. Look at that clarity of it. Let's go to the watch face actually. You can see. There we go. Look at the watch face. Beautiful. Looks really nice. You can't really see the pixels on the screen at all. The buttons here. There's your home button and power button right there. There's your back button. Nice texture on those, so very tactile in feeling. Little hole there is the microphone for when you're making calls and so on. On this side here, you've got 3 holes, which is your speaker holes. Underneath, you've got your, what's it called, heart rate sensor. This is all plastic, by the way, including this transparent back here. And it's hard, very hard to keep that clean, guys. Very, grease sticks to it like this, no one's business. The strap has these little toggle things here, so you can remove them quite easily. This is the large strap, which comes as by default on the watch. It's 22mm, so standard fit. And this one's a silicone, which looks in some light navy, very dark navy blue, and in other light it looks like black. So very nice. The clasp here, try and bring the focus, guys. There you go. That's also stainless steel, nice and chunky. I'll bring in the S2 real quick so you can see a size difference. If you look at that, it's night and day, and it's massive, this watch compared to this. But what I prefer, looks much nicer to me than this. Now, this will actually charge on the Gear S2's wireless charging dock, as well as the one that comes with it. I got asked by a few of you out there if that was the case, and that it does charge on the S2's dock as well. No problems. Now, it's running on Tizen 2.3.2. The CPU is dual core 1 GHz. It's got an internal memory of 4 GB, but to be honest, only 2 really are available out of the box. I know it sounds weird, but that's roughly what I had. It's got 768 MBs of RAM. It's got Wi-Fi 802.11, Bluetooth 4.2, which is the latest version, GPS, NFC, an accelerometer, gyro, heart rate sensor, barometer. It's got fast wireless charging built in as well, and it's got a 380 milliamp hour battery as well. Now, Samsung say 4 days before you need to charge it. That's not that realistic. I'm getting around about 2.5 days personally on a charge, but then I'm a heavy user. In the UK, we can't get the LTE version because our network carriers don't use eSIMs for whatever reason, so I can't test that. And Samsung Pay, we don't have that in the UK either, so I couldn't test that out. But from the videos I've seen, it will work flawlessly and exceptionally well for any of you in the States or any of you who have Samsung Pay. Charging time is quick, just over an hour charge, and it'll be done, no problems at all. And what do I think of the looks of it? I think it's a beautiful smartwatch. This is what all smartwatches should look like. I like the round look. I like the chunky manliness and the ruggedness of this watch. It's 62 grams in weight, so it's quite weighty, but not overly. There's also a classic version, which is a silvery, shiny coloured sort of thing you'd wear in an office. That's more 57 grams in weight, so it's lighter. Now, the straps. Let's show you this real quick. The straps, you can, if you go on Samsung's website, I'll bring this up real quick. You can get other straps as well that you can buy. So this is the red silicone strap, classic blue leather strap there. It's not showing up that well. Let's go to the red alligator grain leather. Look how nice that looks. So you've got different choices there, guys. Now, to set this up, piece of cake. When you switch it on, it tells you to download the Samsung Galaxy app into your phone. And no, it doesn't have to be a Samsung phone. It will work on pretty much most phones. And there's 3 things you have to download, but it'll prompt you: the Gear app, a plugin, and system management app that's hidden in the background. But that's easy enough, guys. Once you've done that and you Bluetooth pair this up, it will start transferring data and jobs are good and done. No problems at all. Simple setup. Now, let's look at the actual features in the watch. So you've got the rotating bezel, which I love. I love this. I think all smartwatches should have this. It's just so convenient. Now, I've got all my notifications switched off for a reason, because I get hundreds of them and it will disturb the video. But I left this one on from Tech Talk group that I'm in on Telegram. You see how it shows up the... Now if I click on that, it'll show me the notification. If I touch to reply, now I've got preset replies here, which I can click on and it will reply that. I can use S-Voice, emojis, and here, the keyboard. So I can write by hand, which is a bit... one letter at a time is a bit... See what I mean? It's a bit hit and miss. It works, but it's slow. Space. Now, if I turn this... I can now use voice. This is a test. There you go. If I turn it one more time, you've got the emoji keyboard. One more, you get your symbols keyboard. One more, you get the number keypad. And then you get your T9 predictive keyboard, like back in the old school phones. So if I go, I don't know, let's try King. See if it works that out. And believe me, guys, doing this on your wrist is hard. It knows what I was typing. You hit send and it will send it. So that's a good thing I like about this. It's a little bit fiddly, but it works. So let's come out of there real quick. Yeah, discard them. Now, so also I've got asked, I've got an Exchange email set up on my phone. And yes, this does show notifications for your Exchange emails for those of you who work in an office environment or have a corporate email account. This will literally show you the subject, who it's from, and the first line of the email. So it will work on this watch. I have tested it. Now, I set this up initially with my Mi Mix, which is that giant slab of a phone here. Everything worked fine, except for one thing. When I tried to open up the Samsung Gear apps on this thing, it just would not open. It just would not open, guys. So that, but everything else worked fine. Phone calls, everything. It's just that one thing wouldn't work in the app on the phone. So be careful before you buy this. Make sure it's compatible with your phone. It should be pretty much most phones. But that's a Chinese import, so you're looking at something different. On the Pixel, no issues at all. So let's quickly go through this. There's your notifications there. Now you can change, you can have whatever face you want. There's hundreds of the things, thousands you can download from the App Store. And these are the widgets. So you've got weather widget I've got set up. So I can scroll through that, get more details and a 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, which is nice. Then I can create a reminder. There's my schedule, comes up nicely. So booked a hotel in Italy. There's your calories, your pedometer, a barometer, which I haven't used, to be honest. I'm not a mountain climber or anything like that. Briefing app. So if you can take all these off here, you don't need to have them on there, but I have them on just for the demonstration. Control your music, which works with pretty much any music app. I've tried with Amazon Music, Play Music, and I haven't tried it with the Apple Music yet, but I'm pretty sure it will work. You've got a full calendar view if you want that. Now this is a little bit tricky to use, so I'm going to show you now. If I wear the watch here on my wrist, because of the bone there, it doesn't take my beats per minute, my heart rate. It keeps coming up with a thing saying that take the watch off and clean it. See, it works fine on that part of my hand. Now, if I put it there, which is where most people wear a watch, and try it now, let's see if it works. Knowing my luck, it will work. So let's see what it does, guys. I'm just demonstrating you. Oh, it worked. Fine. You can see there, see how the notifications come down as well? So look, let's go back again. So that seems to be working now, guys. Not sure what happened there, but it's working. Settings. You got your style, sounds and vibrations. So you can have this set up so it just vibrates on your wrist to notify you you've got a notification. You can have a sound and device, display, so you can adjust the brightness and so on. Call, let's have a quick look in there. So you can answer a call using your voice, which I don't do, in case you answer it by accident. Connections, so for Wi-Fi, GPS, etc. Security, you can set up a pin on the watch, so when you take it off and you leave it there, next time anyone picks that watch up, it'll need your pin code to put in, which is a nice touch. I like that. And also when you take the watch off, I've got it set up so notifications won't go to the watch while it's off my wrist, which makes sense, guys. You don't want to come back to the watch and you've got 1,000 notifications. Input, power saving, gear info, and connect to new phone. I'm not going to go into too much detail about all that, but you get the idea. This is another widget. You can have one contact set up on one of the widgets, or you can have 4. So it's easy to call them or text them. And I can add more widgets, so let's have a look. So an alarm widget. These are all the widgets that are on here. That's the one for 4 people, multi-contact. It's challenges and health, S-Health, exercise, more S-Health stuff, water and caffeine, weather, you've seen that, and a world clock. There are other ones that I haven't got on there. So let's have a look at the actual phone call. I'm going to ring this number. I haven't rung it before. I'm going to ring up Pizza Hut, and you tell me how it sounds. So let's call them up now. I've got it on full volume.
Hello, Pizza Hut, Watford, Katrina speaking. How may I help?
Hi there. Can you tell me what time you close today?
10 o'clock.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye-bye. And there you go. How did that sound? You let me know, guys. I think it sounds great. It works no problems. Now, as long as it's connected to your phone via Bluetooth and you've got your phone with you, you can make and receive calls from the actual watch itself and leave your phone in your pocket. You can also make and receive texts, all your notifications, stuff like that. Now, if you leave your phone at home, because we don't get the LTE version in Europe, you can't, unless you go to somewhere like Starbucks or something that has got an Wi-Fi. If you can find a Wi-Fi hotspot somewhere, you can make calls with this according to Samsung. I haven't tried it yet, but you can. But only if you find a Wi-Fi hotspot. It'll contact your phone somehow via Wi-Fi and you'll be able to do it. But the LTE version will be able to do it wherever. You don't need your phone with you at all. Now, to me, the screen is the best screen on any smartwatch. I love the size. I like the fact it's round. There's no horrible flat tire design at the bottom. I don't like square rectangular smartwatches. That's just my personal preference. I'm used to wearing Omegas, Rolexes, stuff like that. So that's why I prefer a round watch. And this has been designed by a Swiss watch designer. And you can tell, guys, it's proper, nice, chunky looking, beautiful watch. It's the one I've been waiting for, to be honest. Now, let's have a quick look at the actual... where is it? There we go. Let's bring that up. So now, if we go to info, I'll update later, guys. You can see here, this is the app, the gear app for the actual watch itself. 56% battery left, and they're rating it at 1 day, 4 hours. We'll say 1 day, 5 hours. So about 2.5 days of usage I get, but I'm a heavy user. 2.46 gigabytes out of the 4 gigabytes is used. So there's only 1.6 gigs free. And I really haven't added anything. I haven't downloaded no music to the watch, nothing. So you can see what I mean by, they say it's 4 gigs of storage. It's not really 4 gigs out the box, trust me. And the RAM, I've got 271 MBs free of the 768 MBs, which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So these are suggested apps and so on. Settings, so you got your watch faces here, which you can select them from here. I'm not going to get into that, you all know what that is. Notifications, so manage my notifications. I can switch them all on, or I can switch them all off, or individually pick which ones I want to receive notifications from. At the moment I've got nearly all of them off for the sake of the video. Show while using phone, so I've got that switched off, so when I'm using my phone the notifications won't come up on the Gear watch. Much easier that way. I don't want the screen to turn on every time I get a notification because it'll never go off. Auto show details, well, you know what that is, and notification indicator. Apps, so these are the apps I've got. I can reorder the way they're set up on the phone from here, on the watch, or I can change them in the watch itself how I want to. SOS requests, find my gear, so let's demonstrate that real quick. Find my gear, start that. You know what this is. So that's a nice little thing. And you've also got an app on here to find your phone as well, if you can't find where you've left your phone. Gear connection, quick messages. So here, so quick responses. You can add quick responses you want personally, which will make life a lot easier. I suggest you do that when you set up the phone, the watch. Definitely, guys. And the Samsung apps, Galaxy apps, let's go in there. It's running a bit slow today. Let's get in there quick. So, look at the top apps. They just look like mostly watch faces, right? You got calculator, Bloomberg watch face, Google Map API used. I don't know what that is. Stuff on there. You got ESPN. So different things. Navigator. You got eBay app, stuff like that. I think there's a Twitter app as well. To be honest, for me, this is not as comprehensive as, say, the actual iWatch app store. That has a lot more apps on it. But for like I said, for me, I don't want an overly complicated smartwatch. This does what I need it to do. I don't need to order pizza from here. I don't need to browse the internet on my wrist. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. It would irritate me. What do I think about the price? £350 sterling to buy this. But Samsung did, because I pre-ordered early, throw in a set of their active earphones as well for free, which are selling on Amazon and eBay for around about £100 when I checked at the time of this video. So if I sold them on and got £100 for them, take that off the price, is £250, bargain. 350, I would still buy it for 350 because I want a big manly watch, and to me the Tizen operating system and the way Samsung have their watches works perfect for me. Personally, for me, iWatches are too overly complicated for such a small screen, and personally, they're too small for my liking. What do I think of this? I love this. This is my favorite smartwatch. I've been waiting for this smartwatch for a long time. I've had every single Samsung smartwatch that they've released from day one, including the original Gear guys. So, I think I pretty much covered everything there. Charging, I think around about an hour, something like that. Just over an hour. It's quick charging. And GPS works great on this as well. So if you're into your hiking, trekking, stuff like that, this will work great. I recommend it highly. What do you think? Let me know. And before I go, I got sent these by Rome. These are not available. They're not out yet, but they will be. They sent me the iPhone ones for the iPhones because obviously the switches are different. So I got the dongle on there. These sound amazing. So this review will be coming up next, guys. These are so good. They sent me these free to review, but they're so good. I purchased a set for my Android phones as well in the black color. So definitely subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, guys. I've got a lot more stuff coming up for the LG V20, the Gear, the VR headset, the Daydream VR headset. That's coming up. And I've got loads of cases, loads of screen protectors, just a lot of stuff, guys. Anyway, take care. This is Techzilla saying bye for now.